Hello, friend, it's me, Rusty, and fuck me, there we go, we need that up. We need that up, don't we? What are we doing today? We're trying again. Another fighting fantasy book. Another fighting fantasy book. I think this is our... I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is our eighth attempt. Our eighth attempt at completing one. Are we going to be able to finally do it? Maybe today is finally the day. This one is called Talisman of Death. Talisman of Death. It had a very, very short blurb. The once peaceful world of Orb is in terrible danger. Dark forces are at work to unleash the awesome might of the evil one, and only you can stop them. It's always only me. It's always only me, and we're gonna try our best. We've never finished one. Even with a bit of cheating, we've never ever finished one. Well, we're gonna cheat a little bit less today. What we've done before is we've ignored the luck element. Hello. We've ignored the luck element, but we've put all our stats to max. I think that's going to give us our best chance of doing it. So we've got our dice here. I'm going to be blue dice in combat. The enemy will be red dice, and we've got some white dice just for fun, of these. But let's start. This is Talisman of Death, and we're sticking with the dice now. And actually, check it out. This is, I printed this. I 3D printed this. It's the One Ring. It's Sauron's ring, and it's a nice little dice tray to roll your dice. I made that. It's nice. So let us start. We must first read the background. Is it all right? It's all right. I'm so sorry you had technical difficulties, mate. So sorry I had technical difficulties. And I was going to do this tomorrow. Instead of a bit of a Skyrim, but I was like, do you know what? I'm going to fill in for Roy. I hope your shit gets sorted, man. Maybe you should stream tomorrow. Maybe you should do that. So let's read. You are regaining consciousness. Your eyes flutter open to the sound of a songbird trilling joyously. You are lying on a couch of green velvet set on the topmost turret of a great white castle hanging in the clouds. Fuck me, I'm in like a sky castle. Rising to your feet, you look around. The songbird, whose sleek feathers are a warm, burnished gold, is perched on the battlements, resplendent against the ocean blue canopy of a sky in which there is no sun. You are clad in strange, outlandish clothes, breeches of dark green leather and a thickly quilled leather jerkin. On your feet are russet red calfskin boots, supple and comfortable, into which the breeches are tucked at mid-calf. Heavy sword is belted at your side, and with a shock, you realize that somehow you know how to use it skillfully and with deadly force. Of course I do. I am like the world's greatest hero in all of these books. I'm just not great enough to actually complete one. As the songbird trills, you try in vain to recall memories of Earth, but everything is hazy and distant. You have been taken from the world you know and trained in the art of swordplay. You cannot remember even who trained you or why, but the hilt of your sword fits your hand snugly. Drawing it, you lunge and parry, marveling at how the sword cuts through the air faster than the eye can follow. The songbird seems unperturbed by your fine display of swordsmanship, but you are surprised when it cocks its head and speaks to you, its voice fluting merrily. Welcome, champion of fate. Do not be dismayed. You are not yet in danger. I feel like if I'm already speaking to birds, the danger's past. Now I'm just mental. Where am I? You ask, feeling as if you were in a dream. Far, far from your home, I fear to say. This is the world of Orb, and you are in the garden of the gods. What is Orb? You demand. I demand that. You will find it most strange and full of wonder, for it is very different from Earth. Men must share it, not just with talking creatures such as I, but with weird and fell monsters, giants, dragons, and demons. There are warlocks and sorcerers too, great wielders of magic in the cities. But do not fear. You have been chosen to be our champion, for you are more likely to succeed than any other on Earth. Now I must complete my task. Come, my masters bid you join them in the chamber below. Please follow me. I mean, I'm not one to take orders from talking birds, but there's not a lot else to go on right now, is there? With that, the golden songbird flutters away down a spiral staircase. Shaking your head in confusion, you descend the stone steps into a large circular room where two beings turn towards you. Welcome, says one, a pale female figure enfolded in a swirling robe of many colours, above which you can only see a perfectly smooth and hairless head. I'm not really one for bald chicks, I'll be honest. The robe shimmers, its colours shifting as she steps towards you, catching your mind before you realise what is happening. Looking into her face, you see an image of yourself, fighting for your life inside a huge temple. She's got a face for radio then. Fuck me. Why has she got that on her face? Then the image shifts and you see yourself leaving a walled city, hastening alone across a desolate moor, only to find yourself deep in a jungle, surrounded by devils with blue skins. Avatar then. Is it? It's Avatar. Your nape bristles as you realise she is only revealing glimpses of your destiny. It is only when they're over that you notice she has no eyes in her smooth pale face. I think I already noticed that. I think I noticed that when I saw myself in a temple on her face, that she had no fucking eyes. The other figure changes even as you look at him. At one moment he is an ancient white-haired man, heavy with knowledge. At another, an infant, wise beyond his years. The metamorphosis through youth to age takes but a few instants, yet flows so smoothly you cannot see the features change. His voice is soft and ageless. We have summoned you here to the world of Orb because we wish to prevent a fatal upset in the balance of nature. The cosmic scales have been tipped too far, and you must play a part in righting them. It is not for us in the garden of the gods to set things right. We cannot fight him who would bring chaos to Orb. Rather, we use men as our tools. I shall not say whether you will succeed. Well, this guy sounds dick. He doesn't want to get his own hands dirty, but he's quite happy to throw me under the fucking bus, like I'm expendable. I'm not happy about this. The floor of the room upon which you are standing is the most realistic and detailed map imaginable. You can see small figures tilling the fields and walking the streets of an entire world, a world of pinnacled castles, knights on horseback, their men-at-arms bearing banners which stream in the wind, and strange high-walled cities with towers and spires concealing the dives of assassins and thieves amongst the splendour. The eyeless immortal steps forward, her robe now the colour of the deep sea, and caresses your cheek. We are sending you down to the surface of Orb. If you fall into the clutches of death, we cannot aid you. Do not fail us. Fail in what? You begin to ask. But just then, to your horror, you find yourself being drawn inexorably towards a black crack in the map. The realization that your destiny is being tampered with angers you, and you resolve to find a way back to Earth and your home at any cost. As the world of Orb rises up to engulf you, the awesomeness of what is happening overwhelms you and you lose consciousness. Well, there we are. That's the start. That's the start of it, friends. Holy shit. Let's move this over a little bit as well. Because I'm not moving my chair. I'm not moving my chair over. Oh, we've tilted it. We've tilted it. Maybe I will move my chair over. Right, that's the background. That's the intro. Now we can get on with the adventure. When awareness returns, you look around. You are standing in a huge vaulted chamber deep underground. In the chill air, you wonder what terrible fate may be in store for you. You are utterly alone, without a friend in the world, and you have no idea what fiendish horrors may exist here. So far from home. There are no windows in the chamber, nor natural light, only the ruddy glow of flaming torches that are fixed to pillars soaring beyond sight. The walls are running with damp, the air musty and heavy with age. There are two archways at the back of the cavern. Before you can investigate further, the torchlight flickers, and a cool gust chills you to the marrow. Something in the unseen darkness is causing the air to move. A light flashes briefly ahead with an infernal howling, echoes across the vast vault. No living thing could possibly have made that dreadful sound. You think to yourself, but then you remember that you know nothing of the dreadful denizens of Orb. You hear the sound of running footsteps approaching rapidly. You cannot yet see who or what is coming. Will you run through the nearest archway, or hold your ground and draw your sword? Well, they've selected me as their champion. They've selected me as their champion, and I don't think a champion is much for running. So I will draw my sword, I will stand my ground, I will face whatever terror is running towards me. The footsteps are coming closer. Suddenly, a sound like a clap of thunder reverberates around the chamber. You look round and see that both the archways have been sealed by huge stone blocks. You are trapped! Oh shit, can you imagine if it's game over already? This will be the quickest one ever. Turn to 13. Okay. Oh, we've got a picture. Our first picture. I've got scrolly rolly all through it. Here we are. This is what we got. Where are we at? Picture. Oh, it's right there. You saw me do all that scrolling. How embarrassing. A woman wearing chainmail and carrying a loaded crossbow bursts into the torchlight ahead of you. Seeing you, she immediately points the bow in your direction. 3 men, panting heavily, appear behind her. The first, a tall and handsome man, is dressed in shining silver armor, and the blade of his two-handed sword glows with a faint white radiance. The next is dressed in a flowing robe of cloth of gold, and wears a smiling golden mask. He carries an ivory staff. The last is a thick-set man with a white surcoat over chainmail. A red cross adorns his breast, and a spiked mace hangs at his side. They stop. Once again you hear a wailing, louder than before. "They're almost upon us!" cries the man with the glittering sword. The shield maiden calls to you. "Who are you? And what are you doing here in the rift? The spawning place of all evil." Shit, I'm wrong place, wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time. Do I tell her I come from another world? Say that I'm on a quest against evil? Try to play for time, or attack the shield maiden? That's probably not a good idea. There are 4 of them. And she's already got a crossbow pointed at me. Well, do you know what? Let's play it straight with these guys. I am from another world. Play for time? No. If I play for time, then whatever that shrieking is going to catch up with us anyway. No, let's be truthful. See where this goes. I have come from another world, young lady. Her eyebrows rise in surprise. All 4 of them look at you in disbelief. The man in gold turns to the priest in the white surcoat and asks, "Is it the truth?" Knowing your story to be true, you decide to wait while the priest casts a spell. "It is the truth," he says, "and spoken from a true heart." The shield maiden lowers the bow and moves over to guard the entrance of the cavern. "What are we to do? The exits are blocked, and I have only the power to teleport one of us out now," says the man in gold. "Perhaps this warrior has been sent by the gods to continue the quest." Sensing the goodness in these people, you wait to hear how you can aid them. Turn to 100. I think I've got them on side. This is a good start. I'm feeling this is a good start. The priest steps towards you and tells you this story. "Long ago, the minions of the god Death, in the city of the runes of Doom, fashioned a talisman that would allow him, if the time was right, to summon their god to the surface of this world. That time has now come. If Death is summoned, all life will cease. Only Death's minions will continue to exist in an awful half-life. His presence will spread like a grey shadow across the world of Orb. Everything will turn to dust, and the balance of nature will be disrupted forever. The lore masters of Seracub, a group of holy people, have striven to prevent this. They sent a group of crusaders, of which we 4 alone survive, on a quest to steal the talisman. The fleshless king of the minions of Death had sent the talisman to the depths of the rift for safekeeping. We have entered this pit of evil and seized it." He pulls a necklace out from under his surcoat. On it hangs a disc of obsidian, in the middle of which is a skull carved in ruby, the Talisman of Death. He hands it to you. "Here, for the sake of all Orb, you must take this talisman and continue the quest. It cannot be destroyed, but if you can take it to your world, it will be beyond the reach of the claw of the fleshless king." You are impressed by the courage and unselfish fortitude of these people and resolve to continue the quest. You take the talisman. It feels cold and heavy around your neck. The wizard turns to you and says, "I am going to use the powers of magic to transport you to the surface. Head west until you come to the City of Learning. Grey Guilds on the moor, where you may discover a way to return to your own world. Do not fail us. Here, take this gold. It may be of use." He gives you a purse with 10 gold pieces in it. As the wizard prepares his spell, a horde of creature boils into the cavern. Hello, Jaime. So, fucking hell. We're in, what, 15 minutes? We've already got the Talisman of Death from the title. Fuck. That was a bit loud in my eye. Hello, friends. Vicky, hey. Thanks for the raid, friend. Do you know what? That deserves? That deserves a much bigger Tom. Whoa, he's behind everything though. Fuck me. Let's get rid of this picture. Bye, picture. Hello, everyone. Vicky, thanks for the raid. Hey, do you know what we're doing? Our eighth attempt at a fighting fantasy book. Oh, this one's called The Talisman of Death. And I don't think we're going to make it, but we've got pretty far so far. Thanks so much for boarding. Oh, and another one boarding. Hello, friends. Let me shrink back down. And guys, settle in for a bit of story time. We've been snatched from our world to another planet to be their champion, to defeat the fleshless king from summoning the god of death, or something like that. You liked Bigger Tom? Well, all you need to do is rub me a little bit. Jaime, and I will become bigger. We just got 10 gold. We just got 10 gold from a wizard, and we got the titular Talisman of Death. Holy shit. We're doing well. We're doing well. How did the rest of your stream go, Vicky? Was it fun times? I hope so. Oh, rubbing Tom. It's working. It's working, Jaime. Oh my god, it's working. Oh, it's too big. Right, back down. Right, we need to turn to 125. A lot of enemies are coming into the cavern. Rusty Bear, hang on. Hello there. I'm Rusty Bear. Ahoy! Ahoy to you, Ishting. Thank you for the redeem. I'm a cute little teddy bear. He can sit up here and read the book with me if you want. He can sit up here and read the book with me. This is Rusty Bear. I'm not sure it was worth 1,000, but this is him. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's got a little eye patch. He's got a little floppy sword. He's got no trousers. Look, that's his bum. That's Rusty Bear. Look, I'll tell you what, he can sit down here with the dice. How's that? You don't know what you expected. 125. That's where we're at. Oh, fuck me. Dark elves and cave trolls are pouring into the cavern, attacking the shield maiden. As the paladin and priest rush to her aid, you see a huge shadowy form looming behind the sea of elves and trolls. The paladin's glittering sword cuts through the horde, but the dark elves are using magic, and the shield maiden is unable to turn back their attack. She falls beneath their onslaught. The huge fiend howls triumphantly, just as the wizard completes his spell. The shield maiden's dead, but the wizard has just sent us to the surface. So it sounds like this isn't our problem anymore. Thank you very much for the lurk, Desmond. This isn't our problem. We've gone back to the surface. Suddenly, you're in a blinding sunshine. You're standing at the lip of an immense chasm. You realize that this must be the rift the Crusaders spoke of. The rocky earth is blackened and cracked, full of pits and fissures, and noisome fumes rise from the depths of the chasm. To the west, you see a range of green hills partially covered in trees and thick woodland. A few hundred meters to your right, you see where the forest begins, extending all the way to the hills. You realize that you must head in the direction of the hills to reach Grey Guilds. But which route will you take? If you go through the forest, turn to 256, or if you'd rather take the more direct route across open ground, turn to 134. Let's go through the forest. Let's be a little bit stealthy, I think. Left? Left is the way to go. We know left is the way to go. Let's be a bit stealthy. I don't want to go across open ground because I don't want to be killed by a troll. I think, and that's as good a reason as any, I think, to not go overland, open ground. 256 is where we're headed, friends. Hello, Jake. How you doing, friend? Long time no see, buddy. Have you guys ever done a fighting fantasy book before? It's like a single-player role-playing game, choose-your-own adventure book. It's very fun. I've yet to win one. We're going to try. Left is the way to go. Left is always the way to go, mate. You enter the green, gloomy shade of the woods. After a while, you stumble into a clearing and stop in surprise at the sight that greets you. A huge white she-wolf, almost as large as a pony, is suckling 2 cubs. She pushes them aside and crouches, snarling. Will you back off and leave? Offer the wolf some dried meat? Or attack her? Let's... I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble, she-wolf. How about you go back to having your little wolf cubs suck on your teeth, and I'll be on my way. Hastily, you leave the clearing. Luckily, it seems she was only interested in protecting her cubs. You press on through the wood towards the hills, skirting the clearing. Turn to 159. 159. You force through heavy undergrowth for some time, making your way over the hill and into the thick wooded valley on the other side. You then take a trail heading west, and are making good speed until, rounding a corner, you see a huge brown-scaled lizard with 8 legs basking in the sun. A lizard with 8 legs? Hit me. Its heavy horned jaw is filled with long pointed teeth. You may test your luck to see if you can slip past without waking it. If you're lucky, turn to 267. If you're unlucky, turn to 135. Or, this is what I would prefer to do, if you prefer not to take this risk and leave the path to cut away through the undergrowth, turn to 384. Let's leave an 8-legged fucking lizard. No thank you. Let's leave that alone. Is it your favourite? How are you doing, Kilt? Yes, it's lovely. This is story time. This is story time. It's a fighting fantasy. Have you ever done one, Kill? Fighting fantasy, choose your own adventure, roleplay game. We're gonna try a best and win one. So we are not gonna risk an 8-legged lizard. We're gonna turn into 384. Off we go. Funny, we're almost there. Right. You hack your way through the undergrowth, but dense thorn bushes make progress slow and difficult. You're soon panting for breath, and exertion has made you hungry. You must eat. Cross one provision off your adventure sheet. You do not gain any stamina from this meal. You battle on. That's the kind of thing, yes, but you also have to, roll the dice for combat. So it's not a case of just picking the right options. You quite often will just die in a fight or lose on a skill check. So we've got to lose a provision. We're down one. Luckily we haven't lost any health though. So we've now turned to 65. Oh, and another picture. Hang on, friends. 65 is this one. Let me just get it up for you. There we go. Eventually, the hills give way to a desolate grey moor stretching out to the west. After half an hour or so, you see a cloud of dust ahead. You can soon make out a group of 20 horsemen. They wheel their steeds towards you, and the drumming of hoofs carries to you over the breeze. As they get nearer, you can see this is a band of warrior women, clad in chainmail and studded leather armor. Their faces look grim and unwelcoming as they wheel around you, forming a closed circle. Their captain spurs her horse forward and tersely demands, "What are you doing here, alone on the edge of the moor?" Will you tell them about the quest? Tell them we're from another world. That worked for us before. Tell them I'm the last survivor of an ambushed caravan. That's a lie. We've got to do this one. Hang on. Pretend you're deaf and dumb. We do that. Or demand that they escort me to the Grey Guilds on the moor. No, fuck it. Let's just act stupid. Alright. 35. You make some unintelligible signs and grunts, pointing to your mouth and ears. For a moment, some of them think you're casting a spell and draw their swords. Oh shit. But soon you hear one of them saying, "A deaf warrior. Well, there's a turn up for the scrolls." The captain motions you to mount behind one of the younger women. Ooh. Elvira, who does not seem pleased at having to share her horse with you. You ride for some time, and after a while the women resume their normal conversation. You realise they are members of the Watch, or law enforcers from Grey Guilds on the moor. You also realise that there is a rivalry between them and the priestesses of the All-Mother in that city. It appears that the leniency of the priestesses has annoyed them. Okay. Scandal. Why can't women just get along? Why have they always got to be so bitchy? I don't know. Women in chat, tell me why. What's your problem? Suddenly, from behind you, the captain shouts, "Look out! Ambush! Everybody duck!" I mean, I've got to go with it now, because I'm deaf and dumb, apparently. So do I just not duck? You hear the sound of an arrow whistling through the air as Elvira ducks in front of you. Will you duck? Or wait to see what happens? Well, I don't want to blow this cover I've invented for myself. I'm acting stupid and I can't hear. So, I mean, I guess I've seen her duck, but I haven't heard anyone say duck. Let's wait and see what happens. This is probably a bad idea, but... Realizing that the whole thing was a trick designed to test you, you make no move, and the arrow, fired by one of the women, thuds harmlessly into a tree. They now believe that you are truly deaf and dumb. Yes! You ride on into the late afternoon, moving from the wilderness to a grey and desolate moor. Ahead you can see the walls of a large city. A salute is given as you approach the huge arched gate in the fortified wall. The captain gestures to you to dismount and waves you into Grey Guilds itself. Thankful for your escort, you wave farewell and set out to discover if there is any way of returning to Earth. Man, yeah, I think now I've left them, though, maybe I don't have to pretend, but I'm really happy that worked. Turn to 296. Let's turn to 296. Minchpiece, how are you doing? Welcome in. We're doing a fighting fantasy. Do you remember them? Do you remember fighting fantasy, Minchpiece? Choose your own adventure books. That's what we're doing. This is our 8th attempt at one. Not the same one, a different one. We've done 8 different ones. We haven't won one yet. I'm trying to. I'm desperately trying to. You walk into the city along a street called Moorgate. Many of the buildings are quite grand, built of light grey stone. The streets are crowded with a mixture of people shopping and young men and women carrying books and scrolls. Will you walk down a continuation of Moorgate, called Store Street, or turn left into Smith Street? We know it's left. We always go left, guys, don't we? So let's go left into Smith Street. That's 303. We can get rid of those women now. We don't need to see any more females. 303. That was it, wasn't it? Yes, 303. You stride down Smith Street. Next door to a tinker's shop, you see what appears to be an armourer's. Do you wish to go in or pass by? I don't think I've got any reason to go in. I haven't put it on my sheet, but like all the others, we do start with armour and sword and a lantern and a backpack and a tinderbox. So, no, we've got no reason to go in. An armourer is not going to be able to tell us how to get back to Earth. So, fuck that guy, right? Oh no. I wish we'd gone in. I wish we'd gone in, because I've got another picture. And it don't look good. It don't look good. It don't look good. Fuck. You continue on down Smith Street. There are no shops here, and the street is deserted except for a stooping, cowled figure who looks like a beggar. He comes up to you and suddenly draws himself up to his full height. Inside the cowl there is nothing. No face, just two glowing coals suspended in blackness. Your horror at this apparition turns to dread as it hisses in a sibilant whisper. Think you could run from me? Give me the talisman! Oh, he's scary. A black-gloved claw reaches out towards you. Do you say that you no longer have the talisman, or attack this thing immediately? I don't think it's going to believe me. I think it clearly knows I have the talisman, and it's like it's a ring wraith. It's a black rider. We're going to fight this thing off. Fuck it. But we ain't scared, are we? You catch it by surprise and strike it a mighty blow. It hisses in rage and pain and comes at you with its claws. You must fight the minion of death. Oh my god. Each time it strikes you, it draws your life force, so you lose 1 skill point as well as the normal stamina loss. I think you're right, death incoming. Oh, one thing I haven't put on. Actually, we do have, and I won't bother putting the sword and the other stuff on, but we do have 2 potions of strength. We always start with that. We get the choice of that or fortune or skill, but I always go for strength, but fuck. We're going to die then. We're going to die. So if he hits us, we lose 1 skill point as well as the 2 stamina. So his skill is 7. His stamina is 5. We need to hit him 3 times to win. Yeah, it is a scary guy. It is a scary guy. So he's going to be the red dice. I will be the blue dice. My skill is 12 because obviously I'm max stats. So he's got 8. He's got 15. I've got 15 as well. It's a draw. Thank fuck. Thank fuck, because I don't want to be losing any skill. I kind of feel like I need all the skill and all the stamina. Let's do it. Okay. 7. He's got 14. 16. Boom. 1 hit to me. 1 hit to me. Thank you. Thank you, me, for not rolling and just setting my stats to max. 2 more hits on him. Or should we try a luck roll if we hit him this time? We've hit him this time. Let's do a luck roll. How do we do it in a fight? Because we've never done it before. Luck. If I'm lucky, I subtract an extra 2 points. Okay, so we roll 2 die. If the number rolled is less than or equal to, which it will be because we're 12. So we're going to reduce our luck. Here's what we're doing. We're reducing our luck to 11, and we're counting that as an extra point of damage. Well, 2 really, but it was only 1 he needed because he only had 5 stamina. We beat him. He didn't hit us. We're all good. We're going to turn to 175. We beat the minion of death. He was pretty scary. He had a scary voice. Did you like the scary voice? Or is it going to give you nightmares? I didn't want to give anyone nightmares. We just want to have a fun adventure, right? Your last blow meets no resistance. The grey cloak billows to the ground in a heap. Oh, just like Obi-Wan. All is silent except for the sudden keening of the wind. You rest and begin to overcome the shock to your system. If you've lost any skill points, all but one are restored. Oh, I wish I knew that. I wouldn't have wasted like the luck. Cautiously, you move on, coming to Silver Street. Turn to 85. We will turn to 85, friends, and we'll get rid of that minion of death. He's dead. We don't need to see him anymore. I'm sure we'll find more of them, won't we? Turning down Silver Street, you're startled by what sounds like men's voices whispering nearby. You soon realize that a trick of the wind is carrying their words to you through a broken piece of pipe which connects a ramshackle house to an open drain. There are 3 of them, and it seems that they are planning to rob the jewelers, which you can plainly see on the bend of Silver Street. There is a shabby staircase leading up to the house, and you creep towards it. It's none of my business. It's none of my business. So we could go up the staircase, we could walk quickly to the jewelers, presumably to warn him, or we could just ignore it and turn into Store Street. Like I say, I don't think this is my problem. You know, the end of Orb, this world, is at stake, and I need to get back to Earth, so fuck him. He's got insurance. He's got insurance, right? 243. 243. You continue along Store Street and then walk down a tree-lined avenue called Booker's Walk. 2 very grand buildings built of blocks of grey stone stand on either side of the road. A group of young people in blue togas, escorted by a white-haired old man in pale blue robes, enters the building opposite. A flag showing books and scrolls is flying from the nearest building. It appears to be a library. Will you see what information the library has to offer, or investigate the other building to find out what the young people are doing? I don't really care what the young people are doing, but there could be a scholar in the library who could send me back to Earth, or point me in the right direction. What do you think? Yeah? Yeah, we're doing it. Is 10 PM too late for a coffee? For you, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Are you still cutting down, by the way? Is that gone by the wayside? Have a coffee, settle in, because we're going to get to the end of this adventure. You've got the Captain Rusty guarantee. All right, Rusty Bear's sitting here watching over the dice. Jaime, fuck me. Sir, that is so generous of you. Thank you very much, friend. What a good egg. What a good egg. Roy, can you do the do for me? Can you do the do for me? We're going to go into the library. Oh, Jaime, do you know what that gets you, Jaime? That gets you a big Tom. That gets you a big Tom, friend. All right, how's that? Right, we are going into the library. We're going into the library. Oh, we're partying. That's from you and Vicky. Oh, both of you. That's so kind, guys. Guys. You're really good eggs. You're really good eggs. You're really good eggs. Thank you so much. 346. We're going into the library. I got distracted. By these wonderful people. Was it really close? I can get closer. Actually, I didn't even need to get close. I didn't even need to get close. Right, hang on. Because I'll tell you what. We can just zoom in. We can just zoom in. You ready? Bop, 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 bop. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's my eye. That's my eye. Right, zoom out. Zoom out. There we go. There we go. Oh, fuck me. The lights are going all off here. Where are we going? 346. Oh, guys. Anywhere you go in England, I'm there. I'm there. You just turn a corner. There's Tom. How did he get here? Don't ask. Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Yeah, if you're ever in the south of England, it's very easy for me and Shitbag. Roy. Definitely, absolutely. The entrance hall of the library is filled with desks at which scribes are working, copying books and scrolls. Reclining on a plush window seat is a wrinkled old fellow in the pale blue robes of a scholar. I knew we'd find a fucking scholar. You feel out of place, wearing armor in the quiet of the library, where the stillness is broken only by the scratching of pens. Welcome to the largest library in the Man March, says the sage. Choose any tome or scroll you may wish to peruse. Perhaps I may be of assistance. What is your field of study? Will you ask to read something about the gods? Or ask to read about the history of the Grey Guilds? You drive up through London usually? Oh, no way! Very short train ride for me, London, by the way. Where I live, it was like a overspill, like commuter town for Londoners. So very convenient for me. Not so much for Roy, but it's not too far, is it, Roy? You're like, what, 50-minute drive from here. I think so. Anyway, I've lost track of the chat, by the way. We were talking about coffee before Jaime drops that sub bomb on us. Yes, get a coffee. Get a coffee now. It's okay. Stay up. We're going to finish this story, whatever it takes. We're going to finish the adventure, and you're not going to want to miss it. You're not going to want to miss it. I'm going to ask to read something about the gods, because that is likely to maybe point us in the direction of a god that can send us back to Earth. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think I need to read about the history of Grey Guilds. I'm not bothered by that, but the gods, yes. The sage directs you to the Book of the Gods. Very imaginative title there. A large leather-bound tome inlaid with gold leaf. Turning the gilt-edged pages, you realize the gods of orbs are many. You recognize a symbol on one of the pages as being the token borne by the warrior women. Their goddess is Fel Kirinla. Sword Mistress of the Heavens. She is sworn to oppose Rokival the Good, god of paladins. To your excitement, you discover a reference to the Talisman. Some believe that it can be used to command the undead minions of death. That's probably important, isn't it? Turning the page, you come reference to the All-Mother. Nature herself, preserver of life, who cares for all. Then you see a bizarrely illustrated page dealing with Anarkil, breaker of edifices, who spurns order. You are just learning of Avatar the One, essence of light, when you realize that it has grown dark while you were reading. You thank the sage and leave quickly, hoping to find a safe place to sleep. Right, turn to 186. So I guess maybe I don't get the chance to read another book? Or maybe 186 says, hey, read the other book. No. No, 186. Okay. 186 looks like we're in trouble. You leave the building and continue on down Booker's Walk. The street's already deserted and there are few lights in this part of the city. You search for the welcoming light of an inn. Then, without warning, the steel teeth of a hidden man-trap snap shut round your leg, ripping your flesh. You are in terrible pain. Lose 2 stamina points. Fuck. Okay. We're losing. Luckily we're on max. We didn't cheat. We just didn't roll for it. Shadowy figures loom out of the murk all around you. Their faces glow with a sickly pallor in the moonlight. They are wearing black robes clasped at the neck by shrunken human skulls. Do you have the Talisman of Death? Yes, we do. Yes, you know we do. It's up there. It's up there on our character sheet. We've got the Talisman of Death. Turn to 162 if you've not got it. As if. We're turning to 162. We've got it. We've got the Talisman of Death. We have not lost it. Does that mean we are going to lose it, though? We are the Priestess of Death, says one of the figures. We have come for what is ours. Your arms are held and you are searched. The talisman is torn from you by their leader. I have it, brothers! I have it! He exclaims in triumph. Now may our lord enter his kingdom. They cheer loudly, oblivious to the approach of a large group of riders. Stand! Make no move! A woman's voice rings out. It is the watch! One of the priests mumbles an unholy incantation. You see a wave of fear break over the women and their steeds. Some cannot control their horses. Others flee, but the bravest charge the priest with loud cries of battle. The priests are unprepared. Some are knocked to the ground, others make good their escape, as silently they came. The talisman falls to the ground, its bearer decapitated as he turns to flee. It is caught up by one of the watch, who announces her intention of taking it to the temple of Fel Kirinla. They wheel their horses and ride away, leaving you to rot. You have lost the talisman. Cursing bitterly, you resolve that if you escape, you will not rest until you have regained it. Fuck, okay. I had a feeling when they said that guy got decapitated that we would get the talisman back. But this bitch has just stolen it. This bitch has stolen it. Again, ladies in chat, why have women always got to be bitchy? Why have women got to be bitchy to her and stealing talismans? I'm not happy about this. Returning to 128. You were left alone to wonder how the lawkeepers of this city could be so cruel as to leave an innocent person in such dire straits. You tear feverishly at the trap, terrified of some footpad slitting your throat for his own vile amusement. Soft footsteps approach. You look over your shoulder and see a man approaching. Here, he says, let me rescue you from this trap. He steps on the release catch, which had been out of your reach, and the trap springs open. You step free and he walks along by your side. Have you a place to stay tonight? Perhaps you would like to sleep in my humble abode, he asks, looking sideways at you. You are curious that he should be walking the streets alone at night, but you are also exhausted. Will you accept his offer and go home with him, or decline his offer? I think he's coming on to me, guys. I think he's coming on to me. But do you know what? I'm on another planet. I'm on another planet. What stays on orb? What happens on orb stays on orb. We're not on Earth. We can do some butt stuff with this guy. Why not? Let's go to his place. All right. Oh, and we've got a picture of him. We've got a picture of him. Hang on, friends. Hang on, friends. Let me scrolly. Let's have a look at this guy. Let's have a look at this guy. And I'm going to shrink myself back down a bit. Shrink myself back. There we go. Back here. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. The man's house is a small stone bungalow. He leads you into his bedroom and offers you a straw-filled mattress behind a curtain. Is it a glory hole? Those sandals, mate, he's rocking it. He's rocking it. Thankful for the chance to rest, you go to sleep without asking any questions. You sleep deeply and regain 4 stamina points. Well, that's us back up to maximum, because we only lost 2. We only lost 2. You wake to find your host is sitting watching you. What a fucking creepy boy. I hope you're well rested. You talked in your sleep. He smiles at you and says, do you need help? Has someone stolen something from you? How did you come to be trapped alone on the street late at night? He asks a lot of questions. If you want to tell him the whole story and ask him for advice, turn to 98. If you would prefer to say you cannot answer, turn to 92. Well, do you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say, because he didn't molest me at night, you bet my throat hurts, my throat and my arsehole, mate. There's nothing in the text that tells me he's molested me. Only that he's been sitting watching me for God knows how long. I'm going to say he's trustworthy enough. Let's tell him the story. Because we haven't really got any leads at the moment. You tell him everything, and he listens with growing amazement. He introduced himself as Apothecus, a sage of history. I have heard of the Talisman of Death. You must recover it at all costs. He suggests that you enlist the help of the Thieves Guild, as he doesn't think that you can recapture it alone. It will be in the Temple of Fel Kinrinla by now, I'll warrant. Orkana, the High Priestess, will be holding it there. Go to the Red Dragon Inn on the Street of Seven Sins. It is dangerous, but you may make contact with the thieves there. He gives you a breakfast of savoury pancakes and invites you to dinner that evening, saying he will try to discover more to aid you. In the meantime, he says, take these. He hands you 5 pieces of gold and a ring. It is a ring which increases your skill at arms. Oh my god. Oh, you got your coffee? Nice, nice. Hey, we're doing good. We've just got another gold. Plus, we've just got some sort of magic fucking ring. Some sort of magic fucking ring. We've got to put that on our magic fucking ring. And it increases our skill, holy shit, to 13. That's above max. While we're wearing it, I guess it will tell us if we ever lose it. But we're going for it. As you leave, he gives you a jade rose. When you return this evening, show this, and I will know that you are not a shape changer. You thank him for his help and leave the bungalow. Will you go to the Red Dragon Inn or head for the temple? He did tell me to go to the Red Dragon Inn. Let me add that jade rose to my sheet, though. Jade a rose. Jade a rose. Oh, hey, you don't even need to read till the wee hours of the morning. You're being read too. You're being read too. Is it more of an audiobook or more of a dictation? I'm going for more dictation. Right, so the guy did say to go to the Red Dragon Inn. Not go to the... Well, I mean, he didn't say to not go to the temple. He just said he doesn't think I'll be able to do it alone. And he said specifically, go to the inn. So let's go to the inn. Let's go to the inn. 57. Goodbye, Apothecus, or whatever your name was. We're getting rid of your picture for now. Creepy fucker. You take a side street which leads towards the Street of Seven Sins and are almost pushed aside by a couple of students in blue togas. Is this like a college town or something? They are quarrelling and begin fighting in front of you. It seems one of them disagrees violently with something that the other has said. As they tussle, you notice that the angry young man has dropped a small brass tiger charm. Will you interrupt the quarrel and give the charm back? Ignore them and go on your way, or pick up the charm? You're getting Stephen Fry vibes right now. Really? Is this how he reads Harry Potter? Do you know what? Let's give him his thing back. Doesn't help to make a few new friends, even if they are drunk and violent. The angry young man turns to you, a puzzled expression on his face. He thanks you and says, I don't know why we're quarrelling, really. He takes the charm from you and you walk on. Fortune would smile on you for being so honest. Oh, gain 1 luck point. And do you know what? We used a luck point today. We were doing it by the book with the luck today. Well, we got it back. Soon afterwards, you hear the fight breaking out again. You're always making trouble, shouts the other man. You leave them to it. Turn to 156. Okay. So, I mean, apart from getting the luck, I guess that was pointless. Or was it? I never tell with these books. Oh, we've got another picture. We got another picture. I was looking at a couple of these books earlier, and one that I didn't pick, actually, it had such wonderful artwork. I mean, I like the art in all of these, but this one, it had really, really bold, thick lines. I will probably do it next time. It was Caverns of the Snow Witch, in case you're interested. You come out into the Street of Seven Sins, and soon find the Red Dragon Inn. Steps lead downwards, and the sound of raucous laughter floats up from the smoke-filled gloom below. You enter and walk over to the only part of the dive where it is light enough to make anything out. Passing tables and stools, you come to the bar, behind which stands the bulky proprietor of the inn. Do you have the brass tiger charm? Fuck, I just gave it back to that drunk guy. If you do, turn to 11. If you do not, turn to 3. Fuck. That's what I get for being nice. I hope that hasn't fucked me. I hope it hasn't fucked me. It probably has, though, hasn't it? Why wouldn't it have fucked me? You ask the barman for a mug of ale. While he pours you your drink, your eyes adjust to the gloom and you survey his customers. You've never seen a more disreputable bunch of villainous-looking cutthroats. The barman says, That'll be a piece of gold. You hand over the money. Let's update that before I forget. We hand over the money. As you replace your money pouch, a dozen pair of eyes watch closely. The only one who doesn't watch is a stooped old man cleaning slops off an empty table. Will I talk to the barman? Will I steal the coin back? I don't think that's a good idea. It's not one of the options right now, but we'll bear it in mind. So talk to the barman, walk over to the old man, or approach 6 surly-looking men who look like thieves. I mean, we are here looking for thieves, aren't we? So that seems like a premium option right there. 280. 280. I hope you all had a nice weekend, by the way. We've had quite a nice time. We played a lot of Hungry Hippos this weekend with Mini Rusty. There's one yellow marble. The rest are all red. She throws a little bit of a tantrum if she doesn't get the yellow one. So much so that she'll just pick it up and put it in her hippo at the start of the game. But yeah, we had a nice time. Been out to the park. Mrs. Rusty and Mini Rusty made some cupcakes yesterday while I slept off a headache, they were very tasty. Very, very tasty. That guy had a big butt. I got a big butt. What sounds like your youngest? Having a big butt? What were we doing? You introduce yourself to the motley group of villains. They do not reply. You persevere, saying that you only wish to speak to them for a few moments. One of them, whose face is marked by a jagged scar running from ear to chin, fixes you with a stare and grates, "We don't care for the law, so watch yourself. You could be dead before you knew we'd moved." Will I ask them the way to the Thieves' Guild? Will I say I need help with unfinished business? Or will I boldly retort that their threats don't scare me? Let's appeal to their wallets, shall we? Unfinished business would imply that they're going to get paid if they help me, right? Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Oh, stealing the yellow marble. I mean, it's all right. You can say that your youngest has a big butt as well. We ain't going to judge. They appear interested and offer you some ale. You accept a mug and do not drink. You suggest that in helping you, they might gain a great deal. They agree to meet you and tell you to come to the Thieves' Guild at midday tomorrow via the disguised coal hole in Hornbeam Road. You begin to chat to them. Turn to 169. Alright, we made some friends. They're They're thieves and they're scoundrels, but they are our friends nonetheless. Oh fuck me! Another picture. There's a lot of art going on at this bar. A lot of art going on at this bar. Here we go. This is click. 2 newcomers enter the Red Dragon Ale cellar. The first is a very tall, wiry man whose frame is draped in a black cloak. The only hint of colour is his hair, very curly and dyed bright corn yellow. The second is a handsome young woman dressed in a bizarre patchwork of armour. The barman mutters under his breath, then forces his face into a smile. "Chutchev, Cassandra, welcome!" he shouts obsequiously. What are words? The thieves move away from you to sit at another table. Chutchev strolls to the bar and orders a drink. Cassandra sits opposite you, at your table. She ignores you, and Chutchev joins her. Will you say nothing, get up and leave, or introduce yourself? Well, do you know what? I'd like to see what's under that patchwork of armour that Cassandra's wearing. Let's see what pickup lines I've got if I introduce myself to her. 374. Filthy, I know. They tell you their names are Chutchev and Cassandra. I knew that. Chutchev says, "You're a newcomer. What brings you to the Red Dragon?" The beautiful Cassandra takes a dagger from her boot and starts to toss it end over end. She could toss me end over end. Catching it each time by the tip. She could catch me by the tip. As you consider your answer, she tosses it again, but does not catch it. It buries itself in the table. I would bury myself in her table. Fuck me. This is too easy. A centimetre from your hand. Will you say that you wish to meet some thieves, say you came in for a drink, or tell him to mind his own business? What? This book is setting me up for it. That's what she said. I came to meet some thieves. I've got nothing to hide. I'm a thief, among other things, says Chutchev. Why do you wish to meet thieves? You tell him that you have some unfinished business and need some help. Ah, yes, he says, but I am needed at my temple. I'm not interested. Will you take your leave and go up the steps out of the street? Or mention that the business involves the Talisman of Death? Well, the thing is, I've already been told. Oh, Olive. Troy, can you help me out? Olive wants to walk the plank. Olive wants to walk the plank. Just for 60 seconds is fine, mate. Just for 60 seconds is fine. Thing is, I don't care about Chutchev. The other thieves have already told me it means time him out. Means walk the plank means you get timed out. You did it before, Vic. You did it before. So yeah, I'm not gonna beg this guy. We've already said to the other thieves, and they've told us to meet them. So what are we at? 289. 289. What are you humming, Roy? Wouldn't let you? Oh, hang on, I got it then. I got it. Let me turn to 289, and then he's walking the plank. Then he's walking the fucking plank. This guy. You wanna fucking go, bruv? You wanna fucking go, mate? There we go. We got him. We got him. We got him. You step out, squinting against the bright light of the late afternoon sun. Add 1 luck point for visiting the Red Dragon Inn and living to tell the tale. We can't add any more than our maximum luck. Now, before you say, why did we do that with the skill? That was different. That was a magic fucking ring. It says so on our character sheet. Magic fucking ring. You are back in the Street of Seven Sins. If you have met the sage and he has invited you to dinner, you may turn to 229. If you've not been invited or do not wish to go, you can go down a side street. No, he said he was going to find some more information for us. We are going for dinner. And we need to show him the Jade Rose to show him that we're not a shapeshifter or something. Remember that? On your way towards the sage's house, a small boy runs up to you and asks if you would like to help a very clever scholar and make some money doing it. It won't take long, he adds, tugging at your sleeve. Do you want to thank him but decline and go on your way, or will you go with the boy? Sounds like a honey trap to me. Sounds like Chris Hansen's going to be waiting for me, isn't he? Why were you meeting this boy? We're just gonna hang out. Oh, you're gonna hang out. Gonna hang out with a 15-year-old boy, were you? No, Chris, leave me alone. I'm going with the boy. Going with the boy, whatever. The boy leads you to the guilds of learning. You hurry down a cloister, which surrounds a square of tall grass, speckled with scarlet poppies, and on towards a huge greenhouse made of tarred wood and glass. 2 scholars wearing the pale blue robes of the sages come out to greet you. One is spindly and bald, the other is very chubby and peers at you through his pince-nez. What is a pince-nez? They are obviously pleased to see you and introduce themselves as Moreau and Polonius. The fat one, Polonius, asks you to come with them. If you would like to earn 20 gold pieces for 20 minutes work, I think I would. I think I would. I'm going to go with him. 182. 182. I'm going with him. I'm going to get 20 gold. Oh. Oh no. Oh, the things I do for 20 gold, I regret it instantly. I regret it instantly, because what the fuck is this? What, that they've like sewn a head onto a crocodile, but extra legs? I don't even know what the fuck this is. I don't know what the fuck this is. We are scholars, says Moreau excitedly. Vivisection is our field of study. We use surgery and magic to create new forms of life. Yeah, no shit. Just wait till you see our creation. They take you to a large sunken pit in the middle of the massive greenhouse. The pit is ringed at the top with downward pointing spikes. They lower a ladder and you all descend into it. In a barred cage at the edge of the pit is the most loathsome sight. The scholar's creation is a massive beast with the body of a giant cockroach, 6 giant arms for legs, and 2 heads, one above the other. The top one is the head of a crocodile, and below is the warty face of an ogre. Isn't she beautiful, says Moreau. Polonius says, we need a valiant warrior to test her. We want to use her as a war beast. Do not worry though. The minute she looks like harming you, Polonius here will put her to sleep with a special spell. The ogre face, which looks distinctly male, roars and slavers. If you want to say, thank you, no, I'm not fighting that, and leave immediately, turn to 201. If you would rather say, this should be interesting, and prepare to fight the beast, turn to 189. You've masturbated to worse. Alright, shall we masturbate to it now? We could do that, guys. No, we won't. Turn to 189. Let's fight this thing, whatever it is. Has it got a name? Excellent, excellent, enthuses Moreau. They climb the ladder and draw it up behind them. With a clang, the bars of the cage slide into the ground. The beast comes towards you, intent on making you its next meal. You must fight the vivisect. That's just what they're calling it, vivisect. The sages produce wax tablets and begin to take notes. You may appeal for help at any time. If you do, we've got to remember this page. No, we're just going to fight the thing. It's got skill 8. It's got stamina 12. It's got stamina 12. We've got to beat it. We've got to beat it 6 times. Or use our luck and beat it significantly fewer times than 6. What did I say its skill was? Its skill is 8. My skill, you already are. I knew you were. I knew as soon as I hit go live, I'm like, Roy's got his dick out. You dirty boy. You dirty boy. Right, so long as our dice are 4 or more, we're not taking a hit over the red one. So we're blue, bad guy's red. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So, oh, actually, no, it's not our dice, is it? Is it? So we've got 20. Oh, no, because we're on 13 because we've got the magic ring. So we've got 23. This one has 11, 19. Boom. Let's do a luck roll. Oh, we're at max luck anyway. We're at max luck anyway, so we don't even need to roll because equal to or under is exactly that. So that's 4 damage off it because we've used a luck. We've used a luck. So it's now on 8 stamina. I should note this down. I'm going to note it over here where you can't see it, but I can see it. Gotta trust old Rusty. Let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go again. Oh, look at this. We've smashed him again. On the dice, we've beaten him. That's another one. Shall we do another luck? Should we do another luck? So long as we get under... Yes! Another luck down. So that's another 4 damage. Maybe we shouldn't be wasting our luck, but I don't care. I don't care. We either need 2 more hits on it, or we need 1 hit with a successful luck roll. Because I don't want this thing hurting me. I know we've got 24 stamina, but I'd like to keep it that way for like the end boss or something. Boom! And I'm gonna do 1 final luck roll. Oh shit me! All right. Well, we used a luck point, but it didn't work. We're down to 9, but the beast is down to only 2 health. So 1 more hit will do it, and that will be it. That will be it. The thing is Is it dead, or do they call me off before I defeat it because they want it? Anyway, I win, and I did not appeal to them for aid. So 176 is where I'm going. The vile monstrosity sinks to the ground, squelching in a pool of blood and green ichor. The stench of its spilled entrails is nauseating. The sages are woebegone at the death of their creation, but they help you out of the pit. I'm sorry, says Moreau. My spell did not work. What a shame you had to kill her. You shake your head at their madness and ask for your gold. Polonius dives his hands into various pockets and folds of his robes, a look of consternation crossing his features. He is about to make some excuse when he sees your growing anger. Eventually, he offers you a magic scroll as payment instead. It contains, oh my god, a spell of agonizing doom. Doesn't that sound fucking badass? Which you can use once only. You accept, take your leave, and head for the House of the Sage. Spell of agonizing doom. That is fucking awesome, man. Agonizing doom. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. And now we're going for dinner with the Sage. 273. 273. You come to the door of the Sage's house and knock. After a few moments, a manservant opens the door. You explain that you've come to see the Sage. The manservant asks you for the token. That's the jade rose. Do you have the token? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I guess, do I remove it from my thing? Oh, I'll wait until it tells me if I do, actually. I do, so we turn to 6. I've got your jade rose, sir. I am not a shapeshifter. The servant says, ah, yes, you are expected. Please come in. You follow him into the parlour. The dining table is laid for 3. Apothecus rises to greet you and introduces you to his friend, Diodorus, a sage who is an expert on travel between the planes of existence. He's going to be useful then. He can send me home, right? He tells you there are portals or gates allowing travel between Orb and other worlds. He suspects that you may have been brought from Earth to Orb by means of such a portal. When you recover the Talisman, he says, you must leave Greyguild and walk southeast until you come to the Great Plateau. Mount Starreach, the tallest mountain on the plateau, has at its summit one of these portals, through which you must pass if you wish to return to Earth. And now to more immediate matters, says Apothecus. You can leave the city by the postern gate in the cemetery. If you get into serious trouble, you may be able to call on the All-Mother for aid. To do so, cry, All-Mother, nature herself, preserve me. He makes you repeat the words, and you commit them to memory. Note them on your event sheet. Oh, we're going to have to actually remember this then. We're going to have to actually remember this. Okay, I'm going to type it over here. So, All-Mother, nature herself, preserve me. All-Mother, nature herself, preserve me. There we go. Right, I've noted that down on there. Not anyway you can see. He explains that the All-Mother is the fountain of all life, the opposite of death. She may be prepared to help you, but only once, at the time of your greatest need. However, remember this, no deity can intervene in another's temple. We're going to have to remember that too, aren't we? You thank them both and turn in early after the sumptuous meal of peacock basted in spirits of Ra and other exotic dishes. You wake up refreshed, gain 4 stamina points. Haven't lost any, mate. You bid Apothecus farewell, thanking him for all his help and hoping that you won't let him down. You set out to find the Thieves Guild. Okay, we are going to meet them at the Thieves Guild. They told us to meet them there, didn't they? As you set off, you see a small group of people clustered around a man wearing a flowing grey cloak and one dangling gold earring. He's making huge bunches of flour appear and disappear to cries of delight and amusement from the crowd. Will we try and find our way to the guild? Try and regain the talisman on our own, or stay and watch the magic show? We haven't got time for a magic show. We're going to the fucking Thieves Guild, right? Fuck this. Let's get rid of this thing as well. Goodbye, you vivisect. Let's go to the Thieves Guild, friends. Have you been told about the storm drain? What? Am I on the right page? I am. Okay, I have not been told about a storm drain then. Turn to 149. Okay, I guess the storm drain was like a secret entrance and nobody told me about that. Maybe I should have spoken to Cassandra about it instead of trying to get in her armor. 149, 149. You turn left down Hornbeam Road, looking for the coal hole. You see what looks like a coal cellar at the back of a dilapidated warehouse. You duck into it and find a small crawlway hidden on the other side of the pile of coal. You crawl down a chute and out into a small passageway that winds for some distance beneath the city. You come to a door and push it open. You step into a magnificently furnished room. Evidently, the Thieves Guild lacks nothing. A group of men is waiting for you, lounging on sofas. Some of them recognize you from the Red Dragon Inn. In particular, the one with the scar running from ear to chin. Turn to 209. I will do. I hope this isn't like a trap and they're going to like rob me after all this. Oh man, whoa, hang on, we've got some cool fucking dudes here. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Look at this. Magnum fucking PI wearing a fur coat. What is this? Scarface looks you up and down for a moment. Then he says, right, I'll get the Guildmaster. We'll see what he has to say. There's an uneasy silence before he returns with another man. Scarface says, this is Vagrant, Guildmaster of Thieves. Vagrant is a handsome, middle-aged man wearing an ermine jacket. Twirling his moustache, he asks you the purpose of your visit. I need help to steal something. I want to steal the Talisman of Death, or I will lead them to a hoard of priceless jewellery. Well, let's tell him specifically I am after the Talisman of Death. Because I don't want him to send like the B team with me. I want his best guys on this job. So I need the Talisman of Death. You're going to help me get it. And I will pay you. I've got 14 gold and all of Agonizing Doom. If you'll have that. Where am I going? 276. There is a hushed silence broken by Vagrant. That is indeed beyond price. He suddenly barks out an order. Olive, do you want to fucking go? You want to you come back? You've come back from your timeout. You want to go? You want to take on the captain? Is that what this is? Is that what this is? Is this a mutiny, mate? Let's go. Let's bring it. Nobody takes on Rusty Tom. And you know what? I almost forgot about this command that we put in last time, guys. It's the Jaime command. It's the Jaime command. He's the master of the jewel. Didn't you know? Didn't you know? He's a tip-top. We'll mount an expedition before they move the Talisman. It is market day, a good time. Scarface, Jemmy the Rat, Bloodheart, and young Lord Min, you will accompany our friend here. Some hours later, when they have finished their preparations, you set off. As you leave, you see a piece of graffiti scrawled in blood on a wall. There is no honor among thieves. Thank you very much for the lurk, mate. Go and lick your wounds. Go and lick your wounds. So there is no honor among thieves. You resolve to be on your guard. Turn to 241. Okay. Okay, we must be on our guard. These guys better not double-cross me. Scarface leads you through a maze of back alleys into a building that Jemmy the Rat tells you is a safe house. You climb onto the roof and continue running across the rooftops of the city. Soon you're on top of a tall house, just below the top of the temple to Fel Kirinla. Bloodheart, a hulking silent fellow, takes a rope and grappling hook from his shoulder. He effortlessly throws it round the top of one of the temple columns. He secures his end to a chimney stack. Ooh, that must be painful. And walks across on the tightrope he has created. You all manage to cross hand over hand and join him in the temple eaves. Jemmy the Rat, a wiry man with fingers like spider's legs, finds a skylight and, true to his name, prizes off the bars and picks the lock. Reaching inside, he disarms a trap containing a poisoned dart. You marvel at his nimble-fingered skill. They lower a rope and you all drop down to the top of a staircase. You catch sight of an old serving man passing a doorway on the landing. The others have not noticed him. Will you silence him in case the others have, in case he has seen you, or ignore him, hoping he didn't see you? I don't think we can take the risk. I don't think we can take the risk because let's silence him. Like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna like knock him out or something? 217. We're gonna silence the old guy. I'm gonna silence the old guy. I'm gonna join you in this boss fight, Roy. I'm gonna join this boss fight, mate. You creep up behind the old man as he shuffles along the corridor. Will you use the pommel of your sword to try and knock him out, or strike him down with your sword? We've got to do this quietly. We've got to do this. I'm not gonna like stab him or anything. Let's knock him out. Let's knock him out. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, mate. Pommel. You strike the old temple servant across the back of his neck with the pommel of your sword. He collapses soundlessly. You go to tie him up. Good work, says Lord Min, a small, agile young man. Now I'll finish it. He steps forward with his dagger, meaning to slit the old man's throat. Will you stop him or let him kill the old man? Oh, I didn't want to kill the old man. I didn't want to kill the old man. But that wasn't... Right, let's think this through. I didn't want to kill the old man, not because I didn't want to kill him, but because I didn't want to make a lot of noise doing it. I'm still a bit anti killing the old man, if I'm honest, but I want to keep these guys on side. I don't want to give these guys any excuse to double cross me. So I'm gonna let him kill the old man. I'm gonna let him kill the old man. We've got to keep these guys sweet. We've got to keep these guys sweet. The old man gurgles softly and dies. Lord Min grins wolfishly. Oh no, lose 1 luck point for your callous action. Oh, fuck me. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. The boss fight is me! Oh my god, and we beat him though. Fuck me, we did it, Roy. We did it. You and me beat me off. You hurry on down the stairs, which lead to a set of double doors. A guard is on duty, but she is overwhelmed before she can make a sound. Inside the inner sanctum of the temple, a tall, raven-haired woman is praying at the altar, upon which lies the Talisman of Death. She appears to be talking to her goddess, Fel Kirinla. Beyond the altar is a large marble statue of the goddess, wearing chainmail, her expression arrogant and cruelly beautiful. The tall woman arises and turns towards you. Hounds of hell! It's Horkana the High Priestess, breathes Gemmy the Rat. I'm off! You look around to see the thieves have disappeared. Fuckers! Before you can try to follow, Horkana casts a spell and the doors fly shut. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Fuck me. 222. We're going. Oh, we've got a picture of her. Do you want to see what Horkana looks like? You want to see her? Of course you do. Let's have a look at Horkana. Let's have a look at the lady. Here she is. She is. How dare you desecrate the temple? How dare you interrupt me while I'm speaking with the goddess? She says softly. She said it softly, apparently. White with rage, I dedicate your soul to the goddess. She drives her fist into the air and chops it downwards. Looks like she'll rip your dick off. Looks like she already has. You think that's a candle there? No, it's not. A pillar of flame descends from a vaulted roof. Roll 1 die. If you score 1 to 4, turn to 205, 105. If you score 5 or 6, 132. Okay. Fuck. 1 die. It's a 2. It's a 2. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. So 1 to 4, we turn to 105. Fuck me. Could this be the end? We normally last about an hour, don't we? We normally last about an hour. This could be right on schedule. 105, 105. You jump aside at the last moment, but are still caught by the heat of the blast. Lose 3 stamina points. Okay, could be worse. Could be worse. Maybe it still will be worse. We'll see. If you are still alive, you may wish to use one of the following. Ha 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 ha. Here are the options. A vial of vapors of speed. Never heard of it. An amulet made from the horn of a unicorn. Sounds nice. Don't have it. Scroll of agonizing doom. We've got that. Or none of these things. You know what? It said it was single use. I honestly don't know if this is the one time we should be using it, or if there will be other opportunities and maybe this is a waste. But fuck it. I'm going to use the Scroll of Agonizing Doom on Horkana. And she can get wrecked. She can get wrecked. 59. 59. Agonizing Doom. Bitch. After that display of power, you hurriedly use your Scroll of Agonizing Doom. Horkana draws her sword and advances on you, snarling with tigerish ferocity. But the spell works and a crackling electric blue aura surrounds her. She throws back her head and howls with agony. She's very badly hurt and staggers, but then exerts her will and recovers. You must fight the High Priestess. She's got skill of 12. She's only 1 skill below us, but she's only got a stamina of 6. So I'm thinking we hit her 2 times and we do 1 luck roll and hopefully win the luck roll. And then that way she's over in 2 hits, right? That's what I'm hoping. We're blue, she's red. Oh, fuck me. That's 2 damage to us then. That's 2 damage to us. Alright, let's go again. Let's go again. Okay, we've beaten her that time. We've beaten it. Let's do a luck roll. 2 dice. We've got to get 8 or under. Fuck. Okay. So still, she's down 2 points. She's down 2 points. We need to get 2 more hits on her, or 1 more, and we'll try another luck roll. Alright, that's us win again. 7 or under on these 2 blue dice. Yes, she's dead. She is 100% dead. Our luck goes down to 6. She can go fuck herself. If you win, of course we won, a turn to 44. Fuck you, Horkana. Horkana collapses to the floor, lifeless. You walk to the altar and take the Talisman of Death. We've got it back. We've reclaimed it. We've reclaimed the Talisman of Death. Is that it? Is that game over? No, because we're still like their champion. Surely we still need to stop them bringing back the Death God or whatever it was. It's cold and heavy. At last you regained it. Gain 1 luck point. Oh, fuck yes. Good. This is great. Okay, we should have been making more use of luck in the other 7 attempts. She is a bit intense. She's a bit intense. You look back at Horkana and your scalp crawls. Her wounds are healing. Even as you watch, she tries to raise herself from the pool of blood in which she lies. Will you go back to Horkana or run to the double doors? That was a single-use thing. Oh, I've got to take it off my sheet. That Agonizing Doom was a single-use scroll, and we used it. And now she's like T1000 in it. She's coming up from like a pool in the floor. She's pulling all her bits back together. He's just going to keep chasing us then. So running is probably not going to do anything. Let's go back. Oh, I'll go back and finish her off. I tell you what, I always finish the lady first. Always finish the lady first, guys. It's common courtesy. Okay. You notice that a ring on Horkana's finger is glowing with a green light as her wounds close up. Quickly, you take it off before she comes fully back to life. You place it on your own finger. Oh, it's a ring of regeneration. Regain 6 stamina points. Will you now try and leave through the double doors? Well, if she ain't going to regenerate, we can get the fuck out of it. But look, we're back up to maximum fucking stamina. And we've got a ring of regeneration. Fuck me. Oh my god, we're smashing this. I think we're smashing this, guys. I think we're smashing this. Will you now try and leave through the double doors or search the inner sanctum? We've got nothing to search for. We've got the talisman. We've got the talisman. We're getting out of here. We are going through the double doors. The doors open easily. It seems the magic has faded now that Horkana is truly dead. The thieves have been spying on you through the keyhole. Scarface says, the door was locked, we couldn't get in. He leads the way back up to the skylight. If you still have Horkana's ring, you feel it grow cold and see that it is tarnished to a dull grey metal. Its magic only works within the inner sanctum. Oh, for fuck's sake. So now I've just got a shitty ring. Shitty ring. There we go. Update the sheet. Shitty ring. Suddenly, the alarm bell tolls loudly. As you reach the top landing, a group of warrior women appears on the stairs behind you in hot pursuit. Mate, she's already ripped off Roy's dick. Like we said, that's not a candle there. That's Roy's schlong. That's Roy's schlong. And she set it on fire. She set the tip of it on fire. So as you reach it, you all run for a rope hanging from the skylight. As you reach it, you sense a movement at your side and dodge the murderous thrust of Bloodheart's dagger just in time. Bloodheart, I knew they were going to fucking double cross me. I knew it. Before you could strike again, the warrior women let loose a volley of crossbow bolts. Bloodheart's body is peppered with quarrels, shielding you as you climb the rope. Leaving the stricken Bloodheart to his fate, the remaining thieves jump agilely from the temple roof to the roof of a nearby house. You will have to jump too. Roll 2 dice. If the total is less than or equal than your skill score, it's going to be. I've got 13. Turn to 163. So 163 it is, because there's no way I can get more than my skill score on 2 die. 163, 163, 163. Where are you at, 163? Right, Horkana, get off my stream. You're dead. She's dead. You land safely next to the thieves. Scarface looks surprised to see you. Bloodheart? He inquires. Failed, you treacherous dogs, you reply, brandishing your sword. Jemmy the Rat turns tail and flees across the rooftops. Lord Min looks at Scarface and shrugs. I'm not fighting the killer of Horkana, he says. They swing under the eaves and climb like spiders to an open window. Not wishing to attempt the climb, you make your way back to the safe house across the rooftops and climb down to the street, where you stop to regain your breath before leaving the city. Okay, turn to 235. Oh. 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 235? This is 235. What appointment have you got? What appointment have you got, Vicky? What's going down? Why don't you want to go? As you catch your breath... Oh, it's another knee one. Vicky, honestly, for reals. For reals. Right, hang on. Get rid of this picture. For reals. Please get this sorted, mate. You've got to get this sorted. You cannot leave shit like this. You can't. Right, back to small. Back to small. And let's see what the fuck is going on here. As you catch your breath, 3 shadows appear on the road before you. Looking up, you see Chutchev and Cassandra with a hideous squid-like creature hovering in the air between them. One of the squid's tentacles is curled loosely around Cassandra's waist. We meet again, says Chutchev. Young Lord Min tells me you've been successful. Congratulations. You've done us a favour. Now you'll be glad the peril is over. We're taking the talisman. Grimly, you draw your sword. I see, says Chutchev. Then let me introduce Thaum, he continues, gesturing towards the squid-like monster. I honestly don't think this guy looks like a squid. I honestly don't think he looks like a squid. Do you know what you do, Roy? Is you make the doctor's office look like your office, and then she walks in there going, haha, I'll hide in here, and then haha, trap, doctor's place, not your place. Its form dissolves and becomes the man with the gold earring and flowing grain loaves you saw producing flowers out of the air for the crowds. Oh, so okay, so he was a squid, and now he turns into this little midget troll. He is a master of illusion. At that moment, a huge and ugly troll appears from within the safe house. Here is Harg, says Thaum. Harg raises a huge hammer ready to strike you. Is he real? Or is he one of Thaum's illusions? If you attack the troll, turn to 45. If you allow that hammer to strike... Well, I think it's planted a seed in my head. It's planted a seed in my head that it's an illusion. Shall we risk it? We've got all our stamina. And we've got like 13 skill. 141. I'm gonna go with some faith here that it's an illusion. Harg disappears before the hammer lands. Very good, says Thaum. Now, what about this? Oh, is it more illusions? 171. 171. What have you got for me? While Chutchev draws his sword, Thaum points at you. From his finger, a ball of multicolored fire flies towards you. Will you try to avoid the fireball by running at Chutchev? Or hold your ground? Well, that seems like it's 2 in 1. I'm avoiding the fireball and I'm attacking Chutchev. Yeah, Vicky, come on. For reals. Right? Dad voice now. Alright? Sort your knee out. Or go sit on the step. I'll look over the glasses at you as well. Yeah? That's how you know I'm for real. Okay, of course you can't run for shit. Your knee's fucked. I'm gonna charge at him and avoid the fireball, I hope. 244 is where I'm going. The fireball bursts behind you, but a burning pain sears your back and you smell charred cloth. Lose 3 stamina points. Oh, fuck my life. Lose 3 shitting, cocking, cunting, wanking stamina points. Yeah, good luck with that. If you are still alive, I am, you press home your attack on Chutchev. Turn to 265. I'm doing it. We're gonna fucking take this guy out. Chutchev's bastard sword, almost as long as you, hums through the air as he parries your first attack with the agility of a cat. The black cloak he wears makes it difficult for you to tell exactly where he is. Cassandra and Thaum, looking confident, stand back to watch you fight Chutchev. Ah, this one has a special rule. it says, after your first successful attack on him, turn to 301. So his skill is 10. I don't think it matters what his stamina is, because we'll get to that. My skill is 13. We've got this. We just get one hit on him, we turn the page somewhere else. 7 against 5. I've got more skill than him. We're good. So I'm turning to 301. Fuck you, Chutchev. As soon as you wound Chutchev, you notice Thaum gesturing. Chutchev becomes invisible. Fuck. As you start back in surprise, Cassandra is upon you. Just what I've always wanted. Her sword darting at you. I kind of hoped it would be my sword darting at her, actually. Chutchev reappears behind you, raising his sword to strike, and Thaum is gesturing again. You feel threatened from all sides, and you are hard-pressed to defend yourself. Ooh, do you wish to call upon a god for aid? Or do you think you can triumph by the skill of your own hand? I don't know. They're fighting dirty. And if we've got the option to call a god for aid... Now, it did say... Or was that the scroll, or was it both? We could call the god for aid, but they can't do it in somebody else's temple. We're in the streets though, aren't we? We're not in a temple. We left the temple. But is this still a one-time thing? Nah, fuck it. I'm calling for aid. Gondor calls for aid. And Rohan will answer. Which god will you call on? Avatar the One, Life Spirit, Roshival, God of... fuck me. The All-Mother. We've got her thing. What was... I writ it down. All-Mother, nature herself preserve me. We're calling on the All-Mother. Turn to 248. Oh, God, I hope this is right. 248. We've got a picture. We've got another fucking picture. Oh, and it's actually this one. You are swept up in the talons of a great white eagle. Your assailants are specks below you on the street. Rising high above the rooftops, you look to the southeastern sea. Far away, a mountain on top of a large plateau. A voice speaks in your head. The voice of the All-Mother. That is Mount Starreach, your goal. At its summit lies the portal that would take you back to your own world. For a moment, it seems the eagle will bear you to the mountain, but the talisman seems to weigh like a ball of lead around your neck, and the eagle is forced to land in a deserted alley of Store Street. Before you can thank it, it takes off to the air again and is soon soaring far above the city. Are you wearing magical chainmail? No. You know, most times it asks me something like, hey, have you got this? Have you done this? Are you wearing this? The answer is no. I don't have it. And I don't... When would I have got magical chainmail? Unless I went into that armor as like right at the start. I just walked past an armor, didn't I? It's the only place I can think that I've encountered and ignored that I could have got magical chainmail. Anyway, I don't have it. It doesn't matter. We're going to 258. Store Street is an extension of Moorgate. Will you hurry down Store Street to the end of Moorgate? Or, if you had dinner with a sage, I did ask the way to the cemetery. He told me to leave by the cemetery. Oh, God, it's all coming together. Turn to 261. I'm going. For fuck's sake, guys. Another fucking picture. I don't know what's going on here. But here we are. I mean, he looks angry, and he's got a bit of a cone head going on. You stop a passing student who directs you to the cemetery. You run down Pallbearers Row, anxious to escape from the city. As you approach the cemetery, an ox cart returning from the market loses a wheel and overturns, almost blocking the road. You run for the gap between it and the cemetery wall, but it's blocked by a man with a shaven head. He wears baggy scarlet trousers, which end just below the knee, and a loose scarlet jacket tied to the back with a black cotton belt. On his forehead is a tattoo of a scarlet praying mantis. He doesn't seem inclined to let you pass. He looks like a fucking like ninja monk or something. He's got, look at these like, he's got like bracelets or something on his ankles. Are they like shackles? Maintaining the rudder. You can maintain my rudder. Ask him politely to let you through. Tell him to get out of your way. Or attack him. Gambling dice? Hey, fuck me. Speaking of gambling dice, shot. You know it's a fucking... It's a rusty emote. I don't even know what it's for. It might be a bit one. Rusty's got some gambling dice right there. Pirate's dice. Ask him politely to let you through. 338. 338. Please let me through, sir. Please don't hurt me. He does not let you pass. He does not let you pass. Dutch rudder. Is there any other kind? Will you step aside and invite him to pass first, or ask him less politely to move out of the way? I mean, he's a big boy. Shall we? I mean, let's see. I asked him to let me pass. He doesn't want to. Let's put it a little politer. After you, I insist, sir. After you. You step back and wave the monk through. He walks past arrogantly without a word of thanks. Dick. Turn to 392. Okay, fine. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy then. Dusk is deepening as you enter the cemetery. You begin to explore the city wall, looking for the postern gate. You do not look at the headstones for fear of finding your name at the head of an open grave. Oh, fuck me, is that a thing? Slap him on the head. Good idea. Your eye is caught by what looks like a lantern hanging from a post in the midst of the graves. Will you walk over to the lantern or ignore the lantern? No, because then I walk over to the lantern and then I do see a headstone with my fucking name on it. No. No. We are ignoring it and looking for the wall. 99 is where we're headed. Page 9. No, not page. Paragraph. Entry. Entry. He said, entry 99. You continue along the wall and, to your relief, find the postern gate. You duck through and out into the night beyond. Gain 1 luck point. Yes, thank you for escaping the city. We're up to 8 luck. 21 stamina, so almost at our max. And we've got a magic fucking ring, 2 potions of strength, a jade rose, which we may or may not have, but that was a token to prove to the sage that we weren't a shapeshifter. We've got a shitty ring, which was a ring of regeneration, but it doesn't work outside the inner sanctum. And we've got the Talisman of Death. I think we're doing all right. What's a Dutch... Are you for real? You don't know what Dutch rudder is? Come on, Vicky. You don't know what a Dutch rudder is. Come on. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. No idea? I mean, I want to do it justice, so let me Google the Urban Dictionary for you so I can read a proper definition, not just my own definition. Dutch rudder, Urban Dictionary. Is it Google? No, I'm Googling it for you. Okay. Are you ready for this? It's having someone complete the act of masturbation by putting up and down on the forearm while the male holds his own penis. Snack Cake gave Tonkin a Dutch rudder because they are 2 freaky people who like to try new things. So basically, a Dutch rudder, you are holding your own penis, I guess not in your case, and then a friend will grab your arm and do the motion for you. That's a Dutch rudder. And, you know, you could both also be holding your own penis and simultaneously be pulling each other's arms. So you've got a simultaneous Dutch rudder going on. Right, we're turning to 8. We're turning to 8. We're turning to 8. You put several miles between yourself and Greyguild and sleep the night in a hayrick. You awake refreshed. Gain 2 stamina points. Yeah, like puppets. Like, I guess that's one way to put it. Oh, that's on a related note. Have you ever seen Puppetry of the Penis? Oh my god, it is such a wonderful show. Subject 35's mum lent it to us on DVD. It's like these 2 Australian guys, and they do all weird like origami shit with their penis and ball sacks. It is amazing. It is amazing. Puppetry of the Penis. You have got to check it out. Oh my god. Me and Mrs. Rusty were in stitches. It was fucking hilarious. And like one of them, it was so cool. What they did, this guy stood on a skateboard and he stretched out his ball sack to make like a sail, and the other guy stood behind him with a little fan, and he got propelled along. He got propelled along the stage by like the wind power catching his ball sack sail. Oh my god, it was wonderful. We could do, yeah, we should do that. Oh my god, yes, we should all watch it together. Yeah, that'd be great. Anyway, I've just regained 2 stamina. We're gonna finish this book. We're going to finish this book. Which direction will you take towards the plateau? You could take the direct route, southeast. The sage said to go southeast, didn't he? He said to go... but then we go south, then east. Oh, fuck it. He said go southeast. I'm sure he said go southeast. If these books weren't all over the place... If these books weren't all over the place, we'd be able to go back and see what he said. But I'm sure he said go southeast. I'm going 287. Southeast. Oh, For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. I'm not happy about this. Not happy about this. Here we go. Here we go. What's going on here? The going is difficult, and the darkening skies do nothing to raise your spirits. The talisman becomes heavier with every step, and the pouring rain soaks you to your skin. You're almost thankful when night comes and you can burrow down in the dead bracken. Unfortunately, your sleep is broken by a wild neighing. You jump up to see a massive black stallion, its eyes pits of fire galloping towards you. It snorts clouds of glowing cinders as it strains at the bit. Its rider, a dark spectral figure, is hunched and twisted and seems to have no substance. I'm getting, for so many parts of this book, I'm getting real Lord of the Rings vibes. I really am. Like, I'm wearing the ring around my neck, like Frodo. This is like our second, like, Black Rider, Nazgul sort of thing. You can sense the hatred it feels for all living things. Will you run from it, hoping it cannot charge across the broken ground? Or light a torch and stand your ground? Yeah, and kill it with fire. Let's kill it with fire. I'm lighting a torch. Your pitch-soaked torch flares brightly. The wraith reins its hell steed in before you. It carries an aura of fear, but you stare defiantly into the black emptiness of its face. It hisses with frustration, and in a voice hoarse with age says, "Death will take what is his, and you shall become one of us, for we shall return with our full strength. We are the instruments of death." Ooh. It turns its nightmarish steed and disappears into the night. Your rest is thereafter troubled, and you regain only 1 stamina point. I didn't realise I was regaining any stamina points, actually, but fuck me, that takes us up to maximum stamina, so I don't care. Good for us. Good for us. What have you been plundering? A cursed medallion. I think that's what we've got here. We've got the Talisman of Death. Oh, Olive's maintaining the rudder now. Olive. Dutch rudder. Dutch rudder is what we're doing. Turn to 154. Turn to 154. Not you, Olive. Me. I'm turning to 154. As the sun rises, you set off once more across the wild plains. With every hour that passes, the talisman seems to grow heavier. You realise that it is registering the presence of the minions of death. Do you wish to examine it again, or keep it hidden in case it may draw them to you? I think they're already drawn to me. I think they're already. Oh look, Jaime. Again, you're gonna. This is yet another reason we've got the command, Jaime. It's another reason we've got the Jaime command. I think they're drawn to it regardless of whether or not I keep it hidden. Maybe we could have a look at it. I don't think I've even really looked at this amulet. Talisman. We just put it on. We just put it on one time, didn't we? You take out the talisman and examine it carefully. For the first time, you notice a glowing inscription. One talisman to rule them all. Okay, as if the nearness of the minions of death was lending its power. I am Death's talisman. I am protected. Oh, how long was your day? And I'm happy that you're off work now. Now you can just chill out. Have some story time. I am protected by the faceless ones who serve my wielder. Well, I'm the wielder, am I not? If I have it, I wield it. So do faceless ones serve me now? At nightfall, you build a large fire and set torches around it. Unable to sleep, you wait and listen. The talisman grows heavy. It's been growing heavy forever. Soon the wild neighing which disturbed your sleep yesterday peals again, rending the peace of the night. The chilling challenge is answered, and again. Soon, to your horror. Oh, Jasmine. Hunting a white whale? Nice. Soon, to your horror, six of the nightmarish horses, eyes and nostrils of flame appear, each bearing the crooked, life-hating spirit of a wraith. They form an arc, all staring at you intently. In unison, their cracked voices cry, "We are the instruments of death. We have come to claim you for our master and to take back his talisman." Well, I have just read this talisman, and it said something. It said something about, I am protected by the faceless ones who serve my wielder. I wield it, and one of the options here is to try and use the power of the talisman. I don't know if that's going to turn me into a wraith, or if it's going to summon faceless things to scare off these horsey dudes. or if it's just going to kill me. I'm going to use it. Oh, well done, Roy. Well done, Roy. Do you feel good about yourself? Beating up a girl? Yeah? Right, I'm trying to use the power of the talisman. 46. Wish me luck, friends. This could be the end. End of stream right now. You raise the talisman above your head. It glows as you shout, "Be gone! Trouble me no more!" Enthralled, they strain towards it, but your words have an immediate effect. One of them cries, "Others will take it from you, and we faceless ones will return as lords under the reign of our god, Death." His words fade as they are swallowed by the darkness. Wait, so they were faceless ones? He's got a face, though. I can see it. I'm so confused. The talisman feels lighter and its glow has dimmed. You sleep deeply and gain 2 stamina points. The next day you set off again, feeling more hopeful now that you have banished the minions of death. The plateau looms before you. Turn to 20. My god, I think we are making such progress, guys. I don't think we're near the end. I have no idea. We've been all over this book, but we are doing it. At last, the steep cliffs surrounding the plateau tower above you. Steps have been cut into the face of the reddish rock, which you begin to climb. By midday, your legs ache abominably, and you are glad to reach a ledge where you are welcomed by a cool, fine spray rising from a waterfall. It cascades down the side of the plateau, casting small rainbows in the sun, and the thunderous roar is almost deafening. Will you climb on up the steps, or examine the waterfall? Mommy, it's casting small rainbows in the sun. It's a pretty waterfall, isn't it? Should we go check it out? We haven't seen many nice sights, have we? And maybe there'll be a pretty picture. You approach the waterfall and within moments are soaked through. Fuck's sake. Looking closer, you see a dry space behind it under the jutting cliff base. When you jump through, a cave entrance is revealed. Ooh. Will you enter the cave or leave and continue up the steps? Thing is, we need to get to the top of the plateau, don't we? Because that's where a portal is that could hopefully take us back to Earth. So the steps seems like a good idea. But we've just got here. I think if we go to the cave, there'll probably be some loot in there, maybe a fight, and then we go up the steps anyway afterwards. That's my hunch. I'm gonna go into the cave. You manage to light a damp torch, which reveals a door at the back of the cave. The door is made of a black wood, inlaid with alabaster. A raised frieze in the center panel depicts a red dragon, a great flame shooting from its jaws, and an ivory spear. The door creaks as you open it gingerly. You step into a passage. The musty air reeks of decay. You come to a place where 4 tunnels cross. Will you advance down the tunnel ahead? Take the left. I think we're taking the left-hand tunnel, guys. Or take the right-hand tunnel. Right, let's go left. 53. Going left. Always going left. I knew. Don't worry. I got you. I got you, fam. We're going left. You take the left-hand tunnel, which soon turns to the right. Whoa. Left doesn't turn into right, man. And leads into a bare stone room with a small rectangular pillar in the middle. The tunnel continues on the other side of the room. When we examine the pillar, go straight through to the tunnel, or return to the tunnels crossed and choose again? Why would I choose again? I went left. I'm going to keep going. We'll keep going through the tunnel. Because eventually we'll be going left again, right? 89, 89. You walk down the tunnel, which turns right again. 2 rights make a left, eh? As you round the corner, you hear an ominous sound from the room you have just left. How am I, by the way? I'm doing really well. Thank you very much, friend. How are you doing? I must say, it's so nice to see you so active again in a lot of people's chats. I have missed you, friend. But I hope it's a sign of improvement on your end. You dart back to see the room filling with sand and a slab of rock coming down over the entrance. It slams to the floor with a crash, and then all is quiet. You can only go on. I'm very, very happy to hear you're doing okay, friend. Very happy to hear. Even though we timed you out earlier, but you did ask for that. Right, turn to 120. We can only go ahead. There's been a cave-in. You walk down the tunnel until you come to a dark iron door. A message has been painted in shimmering letters upon it. One only may be read. You swing the door open and enter a rectangular room with iron doors in each wall. In the center of the room stand 3 small pillars. One rectangular, one circular, and one square. You stole a ship, Olive, you mad lad. So we can leave the room through another door. We can examine any of the pillars, but only one can be examined. But here's where I'm thinking. Here's where I'm thinking that some bullshit will come to play. So only one may be examined. I don't think applies necessarily just to the pillars. It probably applies to the door as well, right? So if we don't, he's sewed up already. If we don't examine the door, chances are we're going to be stuck in here and die. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's a trick. So I'm going to leave through a door. I'm not going to look at a pillar. I'm going to look at a door. I'm going to read a door and get the fuck out of here. 339. That's where I'm going. 339. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it's a picture. Which normally means bullshit, right? Here it is. Here it is. What is this? What the fuck is happening here? You try all the doors, but you can only get one of them to open. You seem to have no choice, and you go through into the room beyond. It's a wide hall, stretching away to the left and right. In the center of the room stands a hideous idol. Oh, it's an idol. It's not a monster, unless it comes to life. Its base is the coiled tail of a huge serpent. Its muscular torso sprouts 4 clawed arms, 2 gruesome heads, and bat-like wings. An inscription on the floor reads, Damol, son of the god Nil, mouth of the void. In the opposite wall are 4 doors, 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Each door bears a symbol. Furthest from you on the left is a green serpent. The next door bears a grinning monkey. The third, a black scarab beetle. And the fourth, furthest to your right, a red dragon breathing fire. Vicky, didn't somebody steal a voodoo doll from you before? Last time, I think. So we can go through the serpent door, monkey door, beetle door, or dragon door. Now, what? There was something about a dragon before, wasn't there? A dragon breathing fire like an ivory spear. What was that about? Anyone remember? I mean, I certainly haven't heard anything about a serpent, a monkey, or a scarab beetle. Oh, you took it from Ben. Right, I'm going through the dragon door. He made me do things. Would you have done those things without the doll, though? That's the question. Dragon door 352. 352 takes me to another picture. Now, the thing is, here's a thing that I don't know, and it might be worth looking at one day if we ever finish one of these books, if we complete one. Do pictures... Like, they seem to be like every, 10 pages or something in these books, there's a picture. And I'm wondering, do pictures always line up with the correct path in the story? Or are they just there because, this would be something cool to have a picture of? You know? I don't know. You open the door and step through into a passage. You've only gone a few steps when you hear the rattle of a falling chain as a portcullis drops behind you, blocking the tunnel. You can only go on into a small room ahead of you. It is a dank crypt, at the end of which lies a sarcophagus. Thing is, we had another one with a sarcophagus, and we got fucking hypnotized by a vampire, and that's where we died. I don't want the same thing to happen. I don't want the same fate. You search every nook and cranny, but you cannot find a way out. You're trapped. Eventually you decide to lift the lid of the sarcophagus. The rank and fetid air, trapped inside since time immemorial, smells sickly sweet. Inside lie the mummified remains of a warrior, his skin stretched taut over brittle bones. His skeletal hand is curled around an ancient scimitar encrusted with emeralds and an ebony spear with an ivory tip. I mean, it says ebony spear with ivory tip. I'm sure something said ivory spear earlier. Will you take the sword or the spear? Take the spear. Hello, Hugh. How are you, friend? How are you? We're doing a fighting fantasy book. Have you ever done one of these? Choose your own adventure role-playing adventure game. I'm taking the spear. We turn to 395. We take it. Hopefully it doesn't awaken the thing in this sarcophagus. It does. It does. All right. Fuck me. Right, let me. You love the look of it. It's great. It's great. You basically you have your stats, which you can see up there, and you roll the dice, which you can see down here, and head into bed and Hugh arrives. Head into bed with Hugh. Am I right? And yeah, so you choose which path to take, but you also have to roll for combat and for luck. So you can die by picking the wrong option, and you can die by failing in combat. I have never finished one of these books because I have died. This is my 8th attempt at one. Thank you so much for coming along, Vicky. Thanks so much for the raid. You're a really good egg. And you and Jaime for the 5 subs as well. That was wonderful. I hope you have a really good sleep. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if I finish this. Right, I'm gonna add the spear to my my mouse. I just knocked the mouse off the table. I'm gonna add my spear to my sheet, and we're gonna go. Okay, you take the heavy spear and, looking closer, see that the word Dragon's Bane is carved on its shaft. Ha! Shaft. Shaft, guys. It is obviously magical, and you may add 1 to your skill score when wielding it. Oh my god, that's great, because we've already got +1 because of that magic ring. With a creak of old bones, the mummy rises from its sarcophagus. It lumbers drunkenly towards you, clutching its scimitar, bent on destroying the despoiler of its tomb. It's got skill 8. Good night to you, Vicky. Go to sleep with the thoughts of a wondrously long ivory dragon's bane shaft in your mind. We've got to fight this mummy now. It's got skill of 8. It's got stamina of 10. I mean, we massively out-stamina it and out-skill it. So it's going to take 5 hits for us to beat, unless we use luck. But I kind of want to keep hold of our luck for now. So I'm the blue dice. The mummy is the red dice. Bit of a roll. With our 13 added to 4 and it's 8 added to 6, we win. That's 1. That's one victory to us out of 5. And that's 2. Good. We can keep this up. We do this another 3 times. The mummy's dead, guys. The mummy's dead. Fuck that mummy, alright? I mean, even we still beat it there, right? Because we... Oh, that was a 1. So we have 15. And 8 and 4 is less than 15. 2 more. 2 more. We're gonna fuck this guy. We're gonna fuck this mummy. We're doing so good, guys. We haven't even had to use a potion yet. And last one. He's dead. He's dead. If you win, as if there was ever any doubt. There was a little bit, actually. Turn to 350. 350. And we can say goodbye to you, mummy. Shazam. You notice that the base of the sarcophagus is hollow, and you break through to find a tunnel below. Nice. You jump down and feel your way along its damp-walled windings. At last, you see a circle of daylight ahead. You emerge onto the steps again, some way above the roaring waterfall. I knew if we went in the cave, eventually we would come back round to the steps and begin to climb. Turn to 328. Oh, fuck this, guys. I've got such a good feeling about this. Such a good feeling. As you climb the steps, the temperature and humidity increase. Dripping with sweat, you look up and see that the lip of the cliff is only 60 meters above you. Suddenly, several boulders crash down from the top. Roll 2 dice. If the total is less than or equal to your skill score, it will be less than or equal to my skill score because I can't get 13 or more on my 2 dice. So less than or equal to it will be. I turn to 308. I really hope that good skill is a good thing to have in this instance. You flatten yourself against the cliff just in time. The boulders hurtle past and explode as they hit the step just below you. Fuck me. I'm glad we dodged that. You carry on, warily climbing up the steps. Turn to 192. Alright. We're going to get to the top of this, guys. We're going to get to the very top. We're going to get to the portal. We're going to go back to Earth. We're going to win. I've got such a good feeling. I'm not going to get my hopes up too much, though, but they're sky high. They're sky high. At last, you reach the floor of the plateau itself. It seems your aching legs have forgotten how to walk on level ground. The vegetation is lush, like a tropical rainforest, and your clothes cling to you, damp with perspiration. As you pause to listen to the screech of a scarlet macaw, a group of hogmen burst from the vegetation in front of you. They are blue-grey, just like we saw in that lady's face. Hairy and have heads like tusked boars. Will you tell them you mean no harm, or attack them? What was happening in that lady's face at the beginning? Do you remember? There were 2 of them, and we saw in her face, there was me and blue men. Were we fighting? I can't remember. No, fuck it. I mean you no harm. hogmen. I mean, I don't harm you, you don't harm me. I think that's treat people how you want to be treated, right? They stare, and you cannot be sure what effect your gestures are having, or even if they can understand you at all. Yeah, she had no eyes, and I saw this. I saw blue people in her face, and then I was like, oh, it's like Avatar, haha. Oh, offer them some dried meat if you have any. Right, if they're not understanding my gestures, maybe they'll take a bribe of food. Dried meat, I assume, is like one of my provisions. I'm going to offer them, because another one is offer them a ruby, which I don't have. I'm going to offer them dried meat. It is my provisions. Okay, great. Now we know my provisions consist of dried meat. It's jerky or something. There we go. Deduct 1 unit of provisions from your adventure sheet. Too late! You realise you are handing them... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're handing them salted pork. They're hogmen. They're hogmen, and we're giving them salted pork. The hogmen are offended. They demand in grunts that you go with them to their village. Will you go with them or refuse? I mean, they're not attacking me, so maybe we can straighten this out. It was all just a misunderstanding. Oh my god. Oh, we're offering salted pork to a hogman. Oh, right. Let's go with them to their village. I'm sure we could take them in a fight if it had to, but let's not provoke it. Let's not provoke it. Oh. Oh. Hello. Hello, picture. Hello. Hello, sir. What have we got here? Click. This guy. He looks more like a wolf than a hog to me. Their village is composed of several elegant buildings made from wattle daubed with clay. A deep dry moat and spiked palisades surround it. You're led through the village to what must be the head hog's dwelling. A 2-storied building, part of which is built from crumbling green stone. A huge mud wallow lies nearby. The head hog sits on a carved stone throne, his muscles rippling under his blue-black skin. He wears a red robe fastened to his thick neck with a necklace of amber. He seems at ease, but he demands to know why you, a human, are on their plateau. If you say that you mean no harm, you are searching for portals on Mount Star Reach, turn to 110. If you tell him you're looking for a lost city, turn to... I'm not looking for a lost city. That's like the first we've ever heard of this. No, look, I mean you no harm, sir. I'm just passing through on my way to the portals at Mount Star Reach. Let's turn to 110. Right, I think honesty has got us pretty well, apart from the beginning where we pretend to be deaf and dumb. Honesty has got us pretty well so far, I think. And we're going to stay honest. The Hog Lord says he was the head hog before, now he's the Hog Lord. The Hog Lord says, I like Hog Lord better actually. I will help you, man thing, for you may help me. An ancient red dragon has its lair within Mount Star Reach. It is the guardian of the portals. The last time it awoke, which was before my children were born, it despoiled our villages. You must slay it before you can go through the portals. It breathes fire, which one cannot withstand, save when one is sheltered by scales from the dragon itself. Fuck me, that sounds difficult. You must steal 3 of the scales from its lair and fashion a shield out of them. He gives you a parting gift, a stoppered gourd containing the gum of an amber pine, with which to make the shield. Oh, well, that's good. You dine with them on mangoes, nut, and guavas. Gain 2 stamina points. You thank them and leave. After a long climb, you come to a wide cave mouth reeking of sulphur. The dragon's lair. You decide to enter. Okay, so we've got gum of an amber pine. Well, thank you very much, friend. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Like I say, I'm not good at playing them, because this is my 8th attempt at one, and I've yet to complete one. Gum, amber pine, I'll write that there. So I enjoy them though, they're fun. I think this is the longest we've lasted. We're normally dead after an hour. We've been going 2 hours. So we are now turning to 7. We're turning to 7. You light a torch and enter the cavern, which stretches away into blackness. You scramble across the cavern floor until you see a small, smooth-walled tunnel branching off from the main tunnel. The strong smell of sulphur seems to pervade both. Will you walk down the wide and rocky main tunnel, or investigate the narrow tunnel? I mean, the main tunnel, I imagine it's wide because a dragon's can fit through it. If we're trying to sneak in and steal some scales, maybe we should like try and sneak in one where it maybe doesn't fit. I'm going to go up a narrow tunnel. Take the narrow tunnel, that's what she said. You walk down the winding tunnel for some time until it opens out into a large cavern. In front of you, it's the ridged back of an immense dragon. It is about 18 meters long and is covered in thick red scales. Its long tail is curved round a vast hoard of treasure, gems, gold, goblets and vases, which lie higgledy-piggledy beneath its bulk. Higgledy-piggledy. A few of its old scales are littered around it. Oh my god. Will you thrust your spear, if you have one, I do have one, into its scaly back? No, because it's going to be pissed off and burn us. Try and grab some of its scales. Yes. Try and grab some of the treasure, or leave... No, we need to grab scales. The dude told us, the Hog Lord told us we need like 3 scales or something, and he gave us that gum to make the shield with, so let's try and grab the scales. Let's try and grab the fucking scales. 269 we're turning to. Please don't die. You tiptoe forward stealthily and pick up 3 of the scales which the dragon has shed. Each is as long as a man's forearm. Can you imagine that? A scale that long. That's big. That's a big old scale. Cautiously, you tiptoe out of the cave and continue up the mountain. Hang on, I thought I had to kill the dragon. Why am I not making my shield and killing it? I don't know. Well, it gives me one option now. Turn to 310. It's not really an option. It's more of an instruction. Do you have a gourd filled with gum of an amber pine? Yes, I do. Yes, I haven't even added scales to my... I've got 3 scales. 3 dragon scales. Each as long as a man's forearm. I have got a gourd filled with gum of an amber pine. Turn to 385. Yes. Oh my god. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. I think we've made the right choices. We must have. Pausing in a gully, you examine the scales. You fit them together to form a shield and, using the gum of the amber pine, you bond them together. Turn to 69. Nice. 69. That's the sex number, guys. That's where we're going. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the fucking... Hang on, there's a picture, guys. There's a picture for you. I've got to scroll all the way back because obviously this book takes you all over the place. You don't go through in page order, do you? What have we got for you? Here it is. Here's a picture. Are you ready? Ta-da! This dragon is pissed. It looks pissed. It looks pissed at me. You climb on, gasping for breath in the thin air. At last you reach the flat summit. The panorama is incredible. The whole plateau lies below you like a table, a collage of tropical forests, mountains and huge lakes which glisten in the sun. 30 meters away is a rectangle of shimmering silver. See, I thought it was just like... I thought it was maybe a misprint because there's a big white space in the picture here, but that must be the portal. Hanging in the air, unsupported. You realise, I do realise actually, that this is the portal. As you step towards it, you hear the rushing of wind. Looking up, you see the ancient red dragon coming into land beside the portal. Outside its lair, the dragon is even more impressive and fearsome. Warmth and power seem to radiate from its body. I am bound by the gods to guard the portal, it says in its rich, mellow voice. Will you run to attack the dragon? Tell him that death threatens the world, or threaten it? I mean, how do you threaten a dragon? How do you threaten a dragon? Thing is, I think the Hog Lord wanted us to kill the dragon, didn't he? And he's guarding the portal. He's not gonna let me in. I don't think any convincing is we're gonna attack it. Plus, that thing we saw, I don't know what we saw. We saw a picture or somebody told us about it. There was a dragon and there was an ivory spear. This is a dragon. We have a spear with an ivory tip. It even said Dragon's Bane on it. I think we're destined to attack this dragon. I'm doing it. 382. 382, attack the dragon. As you charge at the dragon, it breathes a tongue of rolling flame at you. You crouch behind your shield, which protects you from the fiery blast. Before you can attack the dragon, roaring in anger, swipes the shield with a massive claw. Roll 2 dice. If the total is less than your skill score, it will be, because my skill score is 13. Oh, no, definitely dragons. Oh, cheers, Roy. Thank you so much for coming along, Roy. I'm so sorry you had technical difficulties earlier, mate. So sorry you had technical difficulties. But, guys, you're probably already following Roy. You're probably already following Roy. If you're not, though, check him out. He's a good egg. He's been playing Bloodborne lately, which is balls hard. Harder than one of these books, can you believe? and he would have been streaming tonight, but he had some technical difficulties. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take his slot. I'm filling in for Roy. I'm his stunt double. Can you believe that? So we roll 2 dice. If it's less than our skill score, which it has to be because our skill score is 13, we turn to 34. So let's do it. I hope that's a pass. I mean, it must be like, that's the good thing, right? Because when we roll luck, we have to get under our luck score. What will we turn to? 34. 34. Okay. Deftly, you dodge the flaming claw and move into the attack. Do you have a spear? Yes. If you do, turn to 51. Oh my god, guys. We could be killing a fucking dragon right now. Oh my god. You attack the dragon. I shall rend you limb from limb, it roars. The giant claws swipe at you as it tries to crush your head in its enormous jaws. You dodge to one side as it leaps at you and thrust your spear at its soft underbelly. This dragon has skill of 12 and stamina of 20. This is like the toughest thing with the most health we have ever seen in one of these books. Oh my god, but we've got the Dragon Bane Spear. Each time you make a successful attack, deduct 5 stamina points from the dragon's total. That's so not even the 2. 2 is what we normally do. But we've got the Dragon's Bane Spear. So we do 5. As the magical spear seems to bite deep into its flesh. If you reduce the dragon's stamina to 5 or less, turn to 29. So we only have to we have to get him 3 times. We need 3 successful hits because then his stamina will be 5 or less. And if we succeed on a luck roll, we'll do double damage. So we could just get away with 2 hits maybe. Okay, this is it. Dragon is red dice. I am blue dice. My skill is 1 more than him. Let's let the dice do the talking. Oh, the dice are talking shit. look at this. Snake eyes. Snake eyes for me. Fuck, well, at least he only does 2 damage to us. It's because he hasn't got a magical spear that's going to hurt me. Fuck. Okay, we're down to 22. We're down to 22. Let's try again. Let's try again. Oh my god. These dice are cheating me. They've been so good to me all day. Okay. We've lost again. Please don't die now. I have a feeling we're near the end of this. We can't... Oh, no, don't do that. We can't die. I don't want to die. Please. Please, I have a family. Right, we've beaten him. We've beaten him in a combat. That's 5 damage off him. If we can pass a luck roll, which we roll 8 or less, that's our current luck score, we can double the damage and take 10 off instead of 5. Yes. Okay, that's our luck. Now goes down to 7. Ooh. 7. Okay, if we get 1 more hit on him, that's his stamina down to 5. Olive, stealing from yourself again, friend. And that's the 1 more hit. That's the 1 more hit we need. He's down to 5 or less. We go to 29. Oh my god, guys. Are we going to kill a dragon today? Are we going to kill a dragon today? Suddenly, your weapon is flailing at air. The dragon has changed into an old man with long white hair, wearing a white robe. Spare me, I beg you, he implores in a thin, reedy voice. At last, you have lifted the curse that was upon me. Only a strong warrior like yourself could have done it. When I came through the portal many centuries ago, I was doomed to stay in the form of a dragon until I was beaten in combat. Now that I am myself again, I can return to my world. Will you step through the portal with me? Will you agree and walk with him into the silver shimmering portal? Or attack him? Kill the old man? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. He's full of shit. He's full of shit. Because, and I'll tell you why, when we spoke to the sage, he gave us the Jade Rose to prove that we were us, that we weren't a shapeshifter. So now that's established. Shapeshifters are a thing. This dragon has just fucking shapeshifted into an old man. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. I'm with you, Olive. We are going to attack. We're going to attack the old man. We're going to push him over. We're going to steal his pension money. Right, let's do it. Your first blow is fatal. Blood spurts from a gaping wound and the old man falls to the ground. You step back as he turns once more into his normal form, that of a huge red dragon. The guardian dragon of the portals is dead. You step towards the silver shimmering portal. Turn to 400. Oh my god, 400 is like the last thing. Before you step through the portal, you drink in the splendid view of this fantastic and magical world for a little longer. The glittering lakes and emerald forests shimmer in a haze of heat. The talisman is heavy at your chest. With a final prayer to the All-Mother, you step into the silvery screen of the portal, remembering the 4 crusaders who gave you your quest. You meet no resistance as you pass through the screen. All goes dark, and then a very different landscape lies before you. You are within a circle of standing stones. The smells, the air, the birdsong, everything seems strange, but you know that you have found your way back to Earth. You are a hero, savior of the world of Orb, but there is no one here to herald your return. As you step away from the standing stones, voices speak within your head. The 2 beings who summoned you to Orb are thanking you for saving the world. At last they tell you who they are. Time, eldest father, youngest son, and Fate, keeper of the balance, both gods of Orb. As you leave this sacred place, their final words ring in your ears. We may call upon you again. Guys, we've only fucking done it. We've completed one. We've finished one of these books. Oh my god. Oh my, I never thought we would see the day. I never thought we would see the day. We've fucking done it, guys. We've done it. I'm so happy. Yay us. We beat the dragon. The dragon was an old man. Now, there was a lot of stuff here. They were bringing back the god of death. And for a while, when I was reading that last thing, going, oh my god, this is the end. I'm like, well, hang on though. We've still got to stop them summoning the god of death and covering the land in darkness. But actually, we've taken the talisman with us through the portal to Earth. So Orb is safe because the talisman isn't even there. You did, hero. You were my good luck charm. Thank you so much for coming along. I wouldn't have done it without you here. But guys, we did it. We did it. We finished one of these books. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Isn't that the best? Oh, and now, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna have a bowl of fucking cereal. I'm gonna have a bowl of fucking cereal, guys. Won't that be a thing? And oh my god, guys, I never thought we'd be able to do this. Would you guys come with me on a raid to one of my best friends? His name is Andy. He mostly plays board games on stream. He's been diversifying into video games. He's such a good egg. He's really cool. He's really nice, and he's been taking in this bird that's been sick. Come along and say hi. Show him a load of love. Give him a follow. He's been drinking, but he's all right. Thank you so much for coming, guys. We're gonna catch you next time. All right. Bye, Z's. I need to turn this